My goal is to help you to understand the value of not only exercise, but everything involved in it. Exercise is literally a very, very difficult task. Exercise is something that's foreign to the body. Exercise, it's simply movement. But exercise that is foreign to the body is weight training, kettlebell, things like that. These things are, they're not something that you do every day in movement, like, moving your hands, talking, nodding your head, etc., etc. These things actually are something separate that is not normal, something you have to schedule to go. But exercise simply is movement. What I'm doing right now is a mild, very, very extremely mild form of exercise because my jaws are getting exercise, my eyeballs are getting exercise, my hands and my fingers because I'm moving them, right? This stuff mattered when you were still a little infant, right? When you grow up and get older, you have to move on and get something heavier, right? So what I wanted to, to deal with, right? In the gym, when you're walking around in the gym, you see, oh my God, so many folks exercising and training, right? Doing different things. But the one thing that caught my attention is chest. Most guys, they always on the chest. Most women are not, right? And it's really, I see this observation in my 40 plus years in this industry, how the women aren't too adamant on actually working their chest. Ladies, let me share this with you. When you see a guy with a big developed chest, what he did was he developed the pectoral muscle. Now, unfortunately, well, fortunately for us as men, we don't have breast tissue because we don't have the estrogen you have, and we're not a woman. So because of that, the misconception is that you don't need to work your chest. And then they added on to that by getting implants. Why would you work your chest if you need implants? Well, there's a pectoral muscle, pectoralis muscle that's there that if in fact you actually worked it, you can lift your breast. I mean, it's a muscle. Just like you see in a guy, it's the same thing in a girl. If you look at female bodybuilding, you can see that muscle, right? If you look at in the female bodybuilding world, even though some females may be on PEDs or whatever, what you find is that chest muscle can be developed. You'll take a woman that has no breast, but when she has something on, it can look like she does. Not to the degree of getting, of course, implants or whatever the case might be, but it's that muscle. So, ladies, I want to encourage you to, that muscle is real. Usually, what happens when the breast tissue fall due to gravity, the muscle is there to support you, and it's not there. So, let me actually give you an idea on the chest. The chest, in order for it to grow, one of the main exercises for your chest muscle is literally what people don't like is a push-up. Now, what is that push-up? Push-up is the primary foundation. I mean, I'm, former military. If I had $1 for every push-up I did in 9 years, oh my goodness, man, I'd be richer than Elon Musk. But the push-up is one of the most effective exercises for creating a really awesome chest. Not only that, but shoulders and and your lower back, and it just gets into a lot of different secondary muscles as well. But the primary, including the triceps, the primary is your pectoral muscle, right? It's your chest muscle. Push-ups are amazing. Now let me. There's all kinds of stuff. Bench pressing. There's dumbbell flies. There's fly machines. There's incline, decline. There's dumbbell pullovers. There's so many exercises, but where do they fit? This is how you create symmetry. This is how you literally create the transformation by understanding the science, right? So when you are working your chest, I actually use what is called overload training principle with the push-up. And then what that means sometimes is there's different speed things you do push-ups. Like I do them really fast. Sometimes I can do them slow. It just depends. Sometimes my hands are here. Sometimes my hands are here. Sometimes my hands are there. You know, different angles. And I have a push-up machine too that's assisted. Now, what is a push-up? And the reason I'm going to really harp on this because push-up is my thing, right? In order for you to do a push-up, you've got to lay all the way down. This is where the term push up came from. Because when you're pushing up, that means you're all the way down to the ground. Think about that. Your hands are here, not here. Look at my elbow. If my hands are there, then my elbow is straight. See, I'm getting 100% pectoral contraction, right, and stimulation. Most people, they look at these videos and they look at different people do different kinds of push-ups, but you have to protect your wrists, you have to protect your elbows, and you have to protect your shoulders, okay, at all times. Keep in mind, a push-up is a push up from the ground, okay? You have to lay completely down. Now, there are modifications. There's no such thing as a male and a female push-up. There are modifications. One modification is your regular, there's knees off the ground, okay? The other one is you're not on the patella, you're actually on the top of it. In order to be on the top of the patella, when you have your knees on the ground, you have to cross your legs in the back and fold them so that you can be not on the patella, but you can be on the top of it, really, not causing a lot of pain here. If you're on your patella, on that knee, your butt's usually in the air and you're in the wrong position. So push-up can help, also push-up can hurt, just like exercise. Even though one is you dealing with your body weight and the other one you may be dealing with some weights, okay? So you have to be really extremely careful.